Good evening, everybody. This is the Camera Artist Guild Thursday Image Critique, and I am your host, George DeLoache. I'm a portrait artist and photographer's coach here in Los Angeles, California, and I am glad you're here, and I'm glad I'm here. We got some phenomenal images to look at. I really appreciate you guys sending them in. So anyway, let me get into the broadcast, or into the critiquing. Get Photoshop fired up. There we go, and we'll just broaden out the screen. Wonder who's here. Let me get the chat turned on and see if anybody's out there listening to the broadcast. Okay, here we go. This is the first image. It is John Bauer. John, you killed it, man. You killed it. I love this photograph. The way you have handled it. I'm working with one of my students, and she was trying to envision a photograph of a car and a portrait of a person with their car, and she was having a little trouble deciding how she wanted to do it. And I just love the way you handled it. Now you're using a wide-angle lens, so you have some distortion, but that works with the image. It just highlights that image. You drop him in on the 1/3 compositional line. You've got loop lights showing there this time, but still your artificial lights coming in from camera right. It's illuminating your guy perfectly. You're using a low camera angle to give him more stature. When you photograph looking up, you tend to raise the stature of a person. When you photograph eye level, then you more or less see yourself at eye level. And when you photograph down on a person, you tend to diminish their stature a little bit. So, but here you're making him look just bigger than life. I love the car. I love the way you're handling the light. You balanced your street light with your artificial light right on the money. Everything is wonderful. The only thing that I might think about doing, a couple things, and it's just, and I wouldn't know until I tried it and looked at it and made a decision. One, I might try to put a speed light inside the car here and have it very low, but just enough to illuminate the inside of the car. Maybe. You could do the same thing. And then there's another possibility. Now, these are possibilities. It's nothing that you've done wrong. Your image is killer. It is ready for prime time, brother. It really is. That's what I say. I'll put you up against any other shooter out there. Joe McNally, Joel Grimes, anybody that wants to compete with us, let them try. But so it's right where it needs to be. I wonder what would happen if the running lights were on, and they might be too bright so that it overpowers the scene. But all in all, and I don't know, it may detract. And I think on second thought, I think I'd leave it just like it is. But it's still killer image. You don't know I like it, huh? Good job, man. Okay. Let's see here. Next image. All right, we got the next image, and this is looks like 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤. And you place this image as a comment to one of the posts that I made. And it'll be better if you make it as a post in its own self and then add to it, because it will then go throughout the organization and people can see it. I really like it. I wish that you hadn't chopped off the lady on the camera right. It left a little bit more room. Now, you might be right up against it lens-wise, and if you are, you are. And you have some ladies that are larger in stature, so they can't get a whole lot closer together. But it's got a Annie Leibovitz feel to it, the way she does a lot of her groups. And it's very, they are very informal in their feelings. It's kind of like that moment that they're fraternizing with each other before they have the formal photograph. It's very well done. There is a bit of a tint to it on the purplish side, and I know everybody's in purple, but I don't know whether that was intended or not. But still, it is an interesting photograph and very well done. So, congratulations. Now, chopping off the feet, I would try to leave the feet, get the feet in there. I'd just get back a little bit farther if I could. You know, like I said, it may be just the fact, and I wonder whether these aren't sorority sisters or something like that. Could be AKs for all I know. But if you could get back, then bring in the feet, bring in the lady here on the camera right. The camera left is okay. She's got a little room between her and the edge of the composition. But then you know, just it's great. Let's see here. Very good. Okay, Al Cabrera. All right, Al. Let me see here. What we got? We got good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, everybody. That's just people talking on the broadcast. So we're in good shape there. What have I done? Have I stepped on my mic cable again? And I did completely, so I couldn't move. Okay, Al Cabrera, it's a little bit different than your usual big compositions. It's interesting. I wonder what's happening. You know, whether this is you know, live or a backdrop, but it just seems to be a little lighter in color up in this area. So I just don't know why, whether it's a painting or whether, and I think it's a painting, and I think those are room lights that are coming in from above. But your exposure is nice. It is a little on the, you know, it's right on the keyhole composition, dead center. And I mean, it's fine. I'm just so used to you doing these extremely stunning compositions that this is a little bit plain, but it's exposed well. Her skin tones are good, and you really love your 𝐤𝐤𝐬s, and it's an honor to have those images up, man. I really love what you're doing. Keep it going. Okay, Willie Demetrius Richardson. It's another one of your images. Where you get these models, I don't know, man. I tried to see whether you were on the staff of a fashion magazine or something, and you were getting models that way. But still, it's nice. It's interesting. It's a different shot. You know, it's different. It's well exposed. She's on the 1/3 compositional line again, exactly where she's supposed to be. It's interesting in that it is a convertible shot. I think maybe, there may be some posing that I would do a little bit different. I think I'd move this hand out from behind the mirror a little bit and find another place to put that hand so that you could see the hand and wouldn't be cut off by the mirror there. But kudos for inventiveness. This is an interesting image, and when you take it apart, when you deconstruct it, it has leading lines leading you right into the model. The model is on the 1/3 compositional line. There is a bit of a shadow on her upper head here from something that's blocking the light. I'm not quite sure whether you're using artificial light. Well, it's all artificial light, but whether that's part of the set or something, or whether it's part of your doing. If it is, just try to dodge this area in here, bring it up a little bit exposure-wise, and that'll clear her face up. Let me see. Let's try going to, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to add a layer, change that layer to overlay, Okay, now that it's changed to overlay, gray and black will lighten or darken. Let's increase the size of the image and move it a little bit more. Come on, just a little bit more. There we go. Good. Okay, very good. Perfect. I just triggered one of my programs. How in the world did I do that? Okay, now let's pick a brush. Get a brush. Make sure that it's a soft edge brush. Go up here. It is. It's on the soft edge side. Set the opacity to about 10%. Whoops. And change the color to white. Let's go over here and change the color to white. We did that. And now let's shrink the brush up just a little bit. Whoops. Send you to shrink it up a little bit there. And let's just add a little bit of lightness. There we go. Okay. Not much. Just a little bit of lightness into that area. Maybe a little bit into that eye too. There we go. Perfect. And we zoom out. And I mean, it's not much, it's subtle, but there's that, and there's that, and there's that, and there's that. And you can play around with it a little bit. Maybe I went a bit too far. If you think you went a bit too far, go up to the opacity slider while the opaque layer is chosen, or the layer is chosen. Go up, take the opacity slider, and slide it down a little bit. See, all the way down. It comes back, so let's put it maybe about there, something along in there, 89%, and there you go. So that's a possibility. Any way you'd like it, but just something to think about. If nothing else, it's a technique that you can use on other images.